soul family, welcome to our weekly coffee talk for this April 4th through the 9th of 2023, provided by the Spiritual Counseling TV network and your daily morning spiritual guidance series. My name is Christie Ramirez. I am a soul coach, spiritual influencer, spiritual teacher at my School of Light, and motivational speaker. So thank you for being here. And this is a little video of like 30 to 40 minutes max, where we just go into different topics related to life, coaching, psychology, counseling that are going to help us get through the week. And I feel like a main message to start off right away is it only counts as personal growth if you don't want to do it. That's a very powerful quote. That was actually my quote of the day in my little calendar that I have by my laptop. And I think that that's so powerful because I do feel like there's a lot of maybe not so much blocks, but like barriers to getting things done this week for some reason. And I feel like this is just at the beginning of the week, so like Monday, Tuesday, which is why I'm here on Tuesday, because my Monday I was experiencing, just deep like physical body exhaustion. I needed extra rest. So by the time I got all glammed up and like started to feel in my body again and ready for camera, you can say, after I got my nails done, after I did my makeup, after I got my hair blowed out, and then chose the perfect outfit for today, that's where I felt like, okay, I really want to wear that and I'm gonna feel great. And I feel like it's a process, right? That's another thing of this, right? So coming back to this quote, it only counts as personal growth if you don't want to do it, right? Because there's a lot of things on our journey that are going to make us grow, but we might not necessarily want to do it in the moment. It's like anything painful in life, right? Sometimes growth is painful, and if you want to get to the next level, you need to challenge yourself, right? It can't just be all easy peasy, sunshine and rainbows, and expect to grow and master your craft, right? Because it just doesn't work that way. If not everybody would do it, and it wouldn't be special anymore. So I feel like part of the guidance is that you need to put in that extra work if you want to get farther in life and upgrade on your journey, right? You need to put in the extra work, the extra effort, and then adjust accordingly, because I feel like we're still in adjustment mode. I feel like with all these changes and upgrades, right? Upgrades usually means that there's an advancement of some kind, right? And with an advancement comes something more difficult, right? It's like the next level to anything in life. And then it's almost like we need to kind of recharge more. But at the same time, your body's more able to handle it at that level. Because let's say that as a beginner, you're trying to do something that is advanced. Your body's never going to recuperate on time, right? For the next time that you need to show up, or the next time that you need to go and do it, right? Because it's just going to be so long, the recovery process, to be able to just kind of like recharge from what just happened. So that's why life is a journey, and there are purposes to each level. You can't skip a level, you can't skip a step, because every step has something precious and priceless to teach you. So at whatever step or phase you're at right now, appreciate where you're at and know that whatever it is that you're being guided to do through divine instruction, you have to do it, and you need to show up to it, because there are reasons for it. And if you don't want to do it, then even more so you need to do it, because that's what's going to help you grow and get outside your comfort zone. So that's a powerful message. I feel like definitely is a week of being courageous enough to step outside our comfort zone. And if it takes the whole process of looking good to feel good, you know that saying, right? Or fake it till you make it, walk in confidence even if you don't feel it, because we're gonna need that extra boost to be able to do what we're being asked to do, and gracefully at that, right? Doing it gracefully, doing it with love and patience is not an easy task. But once it's done, I promise you that the efforts are gonna feel minuscule to the rewards and to the aftermath abundance that you're going to experience. So that's a very powerful message for this week. I feel like all the good things, right? So this is a powerful week. All right, so let's see what else. I do feel like also this is a week of like taking snow. I've been saying this in the dailies for this week. One thing at a time, no need to rush, before I actually, it's so interesting because, by sharing these little experiences, I guess, it will help you to understand the concept of what I'm trying to portray here and elaborate or verbalize. Right before I started getting ready, I was just feeling like not in the mood to get ready. I hadn't had my nails done. Of course, I had just woken up. I had no makeup obviously on. I was just feeling very tired. Even after like my first coffee of the day, I usually have more energy. I meditated. I usually gain more energy after meditating. But even then, it wasn't after I finished getting my nails done, which I get them done by myself, after just doing the artwork of it, because like the main foundation of my nail and manicure and pedicure was already done the week prior. So all I had to do was just do like an artwork to it, right? What I wanted to do. So today I went for the classic French, which is my favorite. And I felt better already. It was like a little extra boost of like natural energy and confidence. And then I got my makeup done and I started to feel a little better, but then I had to get my hair done. But by the time I already chose my outfit as well, and I always kind of steam it out and leave it laying there so that it can motivate me to want to get in that clothes. And I like to appreciate the outfit before I actually get into the outfit. So I kind of lay it nicely. I have a beautiful closet that I glammed up, and I designed my dream closet last year in spring, which is like spring cleaning time, right? And it was a game changer for everything that I'm doing on a daily basis because it motivates me. But there are still days where my body just won't cooperate with where my mind wants to go, right? And that's okay. And sometimes it takes just getting your foot wet per se, like just your foot wet before you dip your whole body into the pool per se, to start to feel like you can do it, right? And so it's like little steps. You can't just expect to go from square A to like square Z while not having experienced square A or B, right? You need to take one thing at a time because everything is precious and beautiful, and you don't want to skip steps and then all the magic be gone and then there's nowhere else to look, right? So, or that's for some cases scenario, but it's about appreciating everything because again, yeah, like after I'm done filming this, I'm gonna take off my clothes obviously and then just get in my PJs, take off the makeup, and then, if I had just looked to this moment and not appreciated the process of it, it's almost like I didn't really take the full juice of it, right? So that's a message for anything in life. Whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're working on, your day-to-day job, appreciate the process of it. Don't try to skip steps and just go to the final destination, because that's just not the point, and that's not what it's all about. It's the in-between that is the most beautiful moments. So that's a beautiful message to really get our spirits high again and fill us with hope, build new memories, build new things, work on these projects, and do it with love. Alright, so let's pull a little bit of some of my oracle cards for like extra guidance for today's coffee talk. Alright, so let's get started with my spiritual guidance cards. I love these cards because these are definitely on point with where we need to put our focus on. So let's get some extra messages for this week. And this one wants to go, okay, you are safe and protected. And we did get this for one of the dailies. So I do feel like, again, with these changes that are coming up, we might feel a little unsafe because there's like an instability to change, right? And that's okay. I feel like we really need to take that leap of faith blindly and trust the universe. Trust that God will never guide you towards anywhere that's not safe, and you are always protected on the journey. And another message is, yeah, love is abundant. Love is everywhere. Do everything with love. We are loved, right? By God, by our angels, by the universe. Indulge in more of life's pleasures. I feel like God is also saying that it is safe to enjoy life, right? It's not just about work. And I recognize my influence and use it for the highest good. And yes, realize that, as spiritual influencers, which we all are, you watching this video, we have the power to influence those around us towards the good, towards the light. So every opportunity that you encounter people who maybe are not as knowledgeable as you about the spiritual journey, use that as a moment to teach them something. And whether or not they're receptive, know that by your own actions, you're influencing them more than words can ever do. So it doesn't matter how loud you are, it's your actions that count, right? And inhale courage and exhale fear, with where we need to speak our truth. You are a warrior. You are made for this journey. So trust this and trust yourself. And yeah, you can be happy now. So just because you're on the spiritual journey doesn't mean you can't be happy. It definitely is not a part of the sacrifice. The sacrifice is just the hard work part, but never will God ask you to sacrifice your happiness. So definitely know this week. What can you do to keep yourself happy? And if you're not 100% happy, how can you be happy? What needs to change in your life so that you can be happy? All right, some daily affirmations for this beautiful week. Wow, okay, this is definitely what I was feeling. A lot about lessons learned. I feel like there are lessons coming up from the past. They can even be coming up in your dreams. It's so interesting because a couple nights ago, I had a dream with someone from my past, and it's interesting because I haven't been thinking about them. I haven't really been thinking about the situation that went down, and they popped up in my dream, but nothing related to, what the experience was with that person, that contract, soul contract, but they came up in my dream. And I think that was interesting because I do feel like there are hidden, deeply ingrained wounds or traumas or hurts that haven't yet to be healed 100%. And that's where little trust issues come up, right? Or little just triggers maybe even that really need to be taken a look at this week. And I feel like this is all about soul lessons. What was the universe trying to teach you with that experience? Have you learned the lesson? Did you get the point of that experience or not? So the affirmation for this week is, I am wise and I act accordingly. I have learned my lessons throughout my soul journey, and I am grateful for these experiences. I choose my soul evolution. We can definitely evolve out of it. Anything from our past old self, we are becoming a new self. And it's a journey, it's a process. It's not overnight, but it can definitely happen quicker than you think, right? Exactly. I allow myself to believe I deserve to heal and be healed. You are deserving of being healed. And this is what's going to attract genuine happiness in our life, right? And even romance, true love. You need to be in this healed state. Yeah, know your worth. I am a queen. We got this affirmation another day of this week. Lots of health and healing this week is coming up. All right, let's get some archangels for this week. All right, Archangel Jophiel, of course, with this message of extra beautifying ourselves to make us feel good. It says, Dear Archangel Jophiel, thank you for beautifying me and finding me the perfect wardrobe to wear today and maybe every day of this week. If you need to show up to places, maybe you have invites, show up as your best. Thank you for my beautiful hair and makeup. Thank you for helping me to always know that I am beautiful no matter what, and that I am loved from above. Very important, right? Self-esteem here. Thank you for helping me to radiate positive vibrations and beauty from the inside out, because that is a beauty like no other, right? The most natural form is when it's radiating internally. Love your divine child. So beautiful affirmation. Let's get another one. Dear Archangel Azrael, thank you for your practical and logical teachings that heal my heart and mind, helping me to find a newfound sense of happiness. And if you're needing extra help with this, check out my A Course in Miracles series at my School of Light. So powerful, so healing at a deep internal level. Check them all out at christieramirez.com/school. Get access to not only that series, but all my other teachings as well. Thank you for helping me understand the transitions of life and holding my hand through the journey. Thank you for helping me to acknowledge and deal with the fact that endings and beginnings are natural. Love your divine child. So I do feel like we are maybe going through some sort of ending of some kind. only to start something new. And that's okay, right? This is a transition that we're still adjusting to. And it's gonna feel good once that transition's done, but we need to trust the process as well. So that's a definitely powerful message for this week. And let's see if there's anything else that wants to come in. Archangel Jophiel again, the beauty of God. Thank you for helping me to beautify my thoughts and my life. Love your divine child. And I'm also getting the message that we are unbreakable, we are unstoppable, we are unshakable when we are on the light, right? When we're in the light, when we are in God's army. God is gonna give us this powerful shield around our aura. And I feel like whatever spiritual battles might be happening externally, we are not even there. So it's like we don't really need to worry about it as light workers anymore. I feel like we've been secluded enough. We've been put in shelters, like in our sacred space, in our sacred homes. It's divinely protected, and I feel like we can experience more freedom now, which is where we can be happy now message comes up a lot, because I feel like, you know, at the beginning of the journey, when you're still awakening, when you're still really, I guess, solidifying your spiritual gifts, you're a little shielded because you're still molding, right? It's like a child. They say that the first 7 years of a child being born are the most sacred and the most vulnerable for that child to be molded in either direction, right? And to be scarred or not, like when it comes to like childhood wounds and stuff. So it's so important that especially the first 7 years and even the first 10 years of your child's life, they're extra shielded from the world. And why a lot of monks don't believe in sending their children off to school so early, because they feel that they will be molded and conditioned by society at an early age, because they're moldable still, right? So when we awaken on the spiritual journey, it's like we are reborn, and like we come back to our innocence, and it's like a little child all over again, but for the spiritual journey. And it's like those first years we are extra shielded, and then slowly you start to maybe attract people that are also on the journey that can help you, maybe like mentorships, only to help you get to the next level. But it's not going to be that you're going to be just put out in the world and unprotected, because you're not yet ready for that, right? So God is going to know who to place in your life very strategically for you to be able to get to the next level and eventually be out in the world and be that leader and light that the world needs, right? So that's a powerful metaphor, because I do feel like this applies to us a lot, and I feel like that's the bigger picture about the journey and wherever you might be personally at. So trust who God is placing in your life, trust who is in your life right now, and trust who will come in your life as well in the future, and know that it is all divinely orchestrated by God for your mission, for your fate already, that has already been pre-written. So there's no need to worry. It's just about patience with the timing of it, and that it will play out as it should. I feel like that's today's coffee talk. Thank you all for joining me. And of course, if you do want something more personalized and you want to have a deeper conversation with me about your life, book your session at ChristieRamirez.com/booking. I do online, face-to-face consultations. So definitely book your session. Go to ChristieRamirez.com/booking. And if you want to also check out my membership programs like my School of Light, my Spiritual Counseling TV network for extra content, sign up at ChristieRamirez.com. I'll see you all next week. Thank you for watching. Namaste.